Hi, this is Paul Silva, author of How to Retire Without a Pension, the 5-step method where most of the work is done for you. In one of our previous bonus videos, we saw a tour of the Social Security Administration website where they will estimate for you the benefits that you can expect to receive at different ages, which is very important. But now we're going to look at beyond just when to collect, but into how to collect. Of the tools that we have available to help you decide what's the best way to collect, not just when, but how, this is probably my favorite one. So let's walk through a sample couple together like we did with the book, and I'm going to enter in a typical year. Let's say that one of you were born, or sample couple, 1961, and the other one was born 1960, just for variety, I guess. But the important part is that they're married and they both have roughly equal account values with the Social Security system. And so we're going to put in $2,500 apiece for them. We're going to leave, at least at first, some of these assumptions, and you'll see these colors change over here. We'll get back to that. But first we got to put in some assumptions. For example, how long do we expect to live? How long does the spouse expect to live? Because there's frequently quite a difference there in the expectations due to genetics and what have you. We're also going to put in a sample investment rate. This is the money that if you were collecting Social Security and didn't need it, you could invest it at 3%. And we're going to continue to assume that the cost of living adjustment on your Social Security checks going into the future is 2.5%, which is about what it's done. So let's take a look at the results of this and see what happened. If we were to maximize our benefits, you see the star there and the target, that's saying that you start your benefits at age 67 and you have your spouse start their benefits at age 69. Well, why? It's not just a matter of the ages involved, as we've discussed before. Deferring on when you collect does increase the total that you receive, but this also highlights the strategy that you can use. For example, the spouse in this case suspends their benefits. That means they go in, they file for it, and they turn right around and say, but I don't want to collect it yet, so that they can get those deferral credits. And you file restricted. Same sort of thing, only now we have a combination where the couples are getting the maximum amount of money that they can, which we'll take a look down here and see that's about $2.5 million, almost $2.6 million. And the tool also provides a bit of instructions on how to file. But let's get back to the typical problem is most couples can't afford to wait until age 67 and 69. So either because they can't afford or because they think it is a good idea to collect as quickly as possible to get more of these years in where they're collecting Social Security. Let's say they both start their benefits at age 62. If they were to do that, and unfortunately about 70% of the couples that file for benefits are doing it this way, they're actually leaving on the table or losing $388,000. The difference between doing it the best possible way and doing it the way that most people do it, left to their own devices, is they sacrifice $388,000 of retirement money when they need it the most. Okay, now let's look at a different way of looking at this and go to the maximize benefits strategy and find out that, remember that 2.5 million we were talking about? Well, you could collect a little bit earlier without sacrificing very much benefit. Okay, if you go all the way out as far as you can, or almost as far as you can, you see that at age 70 and 69, you're actually going to get a little bit less money. So let's go to 69 and 68. All right? You got a whole year's worth of benefits sooner, but the difference in cost in terms of, you know, the total benefits that you've received is under $10,000. Well, compared to the $388,000 that you're improving, shaving it back a little bit might not seem like too big a sacrifice to leave $10,000 on the table instead of $388,000. We do have other ways to help you, and I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and register for a webinar that will dig into more depth on this and show you how using these kinds of tools, as well as giving some objective advice as to how to determine where to set these. Because look at this, if you change the expectation of life of either one of the parties, husband or wife, it really changes when's the best time to collect. So it would be good to have somebody to talk to, and the webinar will give you some background on how to do that. Great, I hope that you register, because I am convinced that this will do you a great deal of good. You may want to hit the pause button and have time to write down this website address. I apologize, it's a little lengthy, but that'll take you to the site where you can find out more about what times the webinars are. We do keep them small in size so we can help you with some of your questions, and I look forward to seeing you there.